I mean, you can't just pretend that cancer never happened. It's impacted you. It's impacted you emotionally, spiritually, physically. And we survivors have to come to terms with that in our own way, but we have to come to terms with it to be able to see it and thrive and be extremely happy and extremely healthy. Sometimes they will make recommendations about lifestyle changes or emotional or other physical issues that you might want to address as part of your recovery. They're really great at giving you lots of good information and telling you what you should do. However, how many people do you know, doctors included, who can sit down and say, you know what, I'm going to quit smoking, I'm going to start a diet, I'm going to try and reduce stress, and I know exactly how to do that, and I can do that all by myself. The people who are immediately close to us, especially our caregivers, they're traumatized too, you know, and as much as we want them to be able there to do that for us, they can't. And we get wrapped up in not wanting to burden them. We don't want to put more on them. You know, we want to be strong for them. They want to do it themselves. They want to be strong. They don't want to admit that they're struggling. And the truth is that it's almost impossible not to struggle. Where a coach really comes into being able to make a significant contribution to the survivor's life is at the point when the transition happens. As you know, we get the active treatments done, the expectations are going to be done, we're going to step back into our normal life, everything is going to work. And that just is not the case. To be able to be the voice of calm and the reason to say, here's what you do. First of all, you take some really deep breaths and you tell yourself, this is okay, it's new, it's change, but I have become an expert in change because I just went through cancer.